Listen to the clicks and whistles. It is perfect harmony. Listen to the orchestra. It's the Dolphin Symphony. They seem to have a special language that is all their own.
Aloha, my name is Bill Wolden, and welcome to the fascinating world of the dolphin. The dolphin is an animal that people look at with wonder, compassion, and amazement.
It is how a dolphin sees. It makes special noises in order to see things.
With the assistance of Stasha and Dennis and the resident dolphins here at Dolphin Quest, we hope to teach you more about these wonderful animals and their environment than most people learn in a lifetime. There are over 37 different species of dolphins and porpoises, all of which are actually considered to be small-toothed whales. All dolphins and whales are mammals, and since people are mammals, we share many of the same characteristics. Because dolphins are mammals that live in the ocean, they have many body structures which are adapted for life in water. First, they are streamlined in shape to move smoothly through their aquatic environment. It almost appears effortless when watching a dolphin swim. The front of a dolphin's face is called a rostrum, which consists of an upper and lower jaw. When they open their mouth, you'll notice many cone-shaped teeth. Atlantic bottlenose dolphins typically have 88 teeth, which are used for grabbing and catching their fish, and not for chewing. Dolphins typically have a very pronounced forehead called the melon. Dolphins use this melon to focus sound waves sent out from their nasal passages. This sense is called sonar, or echolocation, and it is used for navigating and finding fish. The dolphin sends out a series of clicks through the melon and out into the water. These bounce off the object they're facing and echo back to the dolphin's lower jaw. The sound is focused through the jaw and is sent to the brain to interpret. To the human ear, it sounds like a buzzing sound underwater. Even without their echolocation ability, dolphins have excellent eyesight, both below and above water. Remember that all dolphins are vertebrate, so they have a backbone along with a complete skeletal system. This skeleton even continues into the dolphin's pectoral flipper. It's interesting to know that the bone structure of a dolphin's flipper is similar to that of a human hand. The pectoral flipper is used for steering and stopping. The fin on their back is called a dorsal fin. This is used as a stabilizer to maintain balance, much like the fin on a surfboard. Unlike the flipper, it's made of dense connective tissue and does not contain any bones. The power of the dolphin comes from the tail flukes, which move up and down. These flukes are also made of dense connective tissue and not bone. The large area between the tail and the dorsal fin is called the peduncle. Together, the flukes and peduncle allow the dolphin to swim about 20 miles an hour. The dolphin's appendages can also be used to identify an individual animal. No two dolphins have markings exactly alike, much like a human fingerprint. Let's watch as the dolphin uses its fin, flippers, and flukes to show off its awesome power. The way to tell if a dolphin is a male or a female is to look at the genital area. Males have a single slit which holds his reproductive organs, and females have a similar central slit along with their two mammary slits. Let's go over some of the things we've learned so far about dolphins. We know that dolphins have a streamlined shape. The front of their face is called a rostrum. They have 88 teeth. Their forehead is called a melon, and dolphins have the ability to use echolocation. Dolphins also have 3 different appendages: the pectoral flippers, the dorsal fin, and the tail flukes. We know that the area before their tail fluke is called a peduncle. And finally, we've learned how to tell a male and female dolphin apart. There are 5 main characteristics that all mammals share. First of all mammals are homeothermic. You may have heard of this trait referred to as being warm-blooded. This means that the animal's body temperature remains the same regardless of their environment. Here's Lono having his temperature taken. Dolphins have the same body temperature similar to humans, which is about 37 degrees Celsius or 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit. Dolphins have the ability to maintain a constant body temperature. If they are warm, blood flows to their extremities, their dorsal fin, pectoral flippers, and their tail flukes, and the surrounding water cools the blood before it is sent back to their internal system. On the other hand, to prevent being cold, dolphins have a thick layer of fat, or blubber, for insulation. Kids can experiment with how blubber helps insulate dolphins from the cold ocean water by making blubber gloves and sticking them in ice.
My hand is still warm.
All mammals also breathe air using lungs. Although dolphins usually breathe 2 to 3 times per minute, they can hold their breath for up to 10 minutes. They breathe through a blowhole on the top of their heads and not from their mouths. While underwater, the blowhole is closed to prevent water from entering their lungs. Another characteristic of being a mammal is giving birth to live babies. Dolphins are not born in eggs. Notice the belly button on the dolphin's stomach. This is where the umbilical cord is attached, supplying the baby with nutrients while it was developing inside the mother. Dolphins are pregnant for 11 to 12 months. When born, their babies are called calves. During their pregnancy, the calf grows to about 40 pounds or about 18 kilograms. It's really exciting when a dolphin gives birth. The babies are almost always born tail first to prevent the calf from taking water into its blowhole. Then the calf will quickly swim to the surface for its first breath of air. All mammals nurse their young with milk. Shortly after the baby is born, it will nurse from its mother for up to 2 years or more. These small slits are where the mother squirts milk into the calf's mouth. They're called mammary slits. Inside, you'll find the nipples or teats. Another characteristic of mammals is that they have hair. Dolphins are born with a few small whiskers located along the front of their face. These hairs generally fall out just 3 days after birth. Some think that these hairs might be used as a sensory device to help the newborn find the mother's mammaries during the first few days of life. Let's briefly review the characteristics of mammals. We've learned that all mammals are homeothermic. They breathe air with lungs. They give birth to live babies. They nurse their babies with milk. And all mammals have hair. Under human care, dolphins are safe from common dangers facing wild populations, including pollution, dangerous fishing practices, and natural predation from sharks and killer whales. We provide the dolphins with crystal clear seawater and high-quality fish while offering stimulating and comfortable social situations throughout their lives. Dolphins in zoological facilities allow scientists to gather valuable information about their biology and behavior while receiving state-of-the-art medical care. All of these factors prevent dolphins under human care from contracting diseases or illnesses they might experience in the wild, as well as ensuring them of the healthiest possible environment. We know that dolphins have the ability to hide illnesses very well, since in the wild, an animal which is weak or slow may be an easy catch for a predator. By routinely providing them with short, voluntary, non-invasive medical exams, we help them maintain excellent health. We can detect potentially harmful illnesses and treat the dolphins with modern medicine if necessary. This is not unlike you going to the doctor for regular checkups. In fact, these dolphins receive much better medical care than most humans. Let's discuss some of the medical or husbandry behaviors that can be trained. For example, we can collect a blow sample. Basically, the dolphins have been trained to cough. By placing a small vial over the blowhole, we ask them to cough into it. We look at the sample under a microscope and make sure the dolphin's lungs are clear of any abnormalities common in wild dolphins. We can also collect a stomach sample. Since dolphins swallow their food whole and they have no gag reflex, they will allow their trainers to place a small tube down their throat and obtain a sample of stomach fluid. By studying these samples, we can learn many things about their health. For example, although rare in oceanariums, as many as 25% of wild dolphins have been found with ulcers or sores in their stomach. Through similar procedures and training, we are also able to collect fecal and urine samples. Collectively, these three samples give us a lot of information about the health of the dolphin. Most importantly, we are able to train the dolphins to give us a blood sample. During this procedure, the dolphins relax with their tail fluke placed in the trainer's lap. The veterinarian, or veterinary technician, gently inserts a small needle into a vein which lays close to the surface of the skin and collects a sample of blood. This sample is examined in the laboratory and provides the clearest picture of the animal's health. We have even been able to train our lactating mothers to allow us to collect milk samples. The results from all of these samples provides us with important information useful to scientists studying dolphins all over the world. Under human care, dolphins have established a high success rate of reproduction. Because of the trusting relationship established between humans and dolphins, we are able to look at an unborn dolphin fetus while it is still growing inside its mother using ultrasound technology. Doctors use this same technique to monitor a human mother who is expecting a baby. It is incredibly exciting to actually see the beating heart of a dolphin baby inside its mother. As in humans, ultrasound can be used as a valuable tool to ensure that the growing baby is healthy and strong. There is still so much that we don't know about these remarkable animals. Being able to study and interact with dolphins in a safe, pristine environment benefits us all. It enables researchers from around the world to share their information and learn from one another. In the ocean, dolphins are susceptible to many diseases and numerous predators, such as sharks and killer whales, and they must always be alert. However, you may be surprised to learn that the biggest threats to dolphins are caused by human activity. For coastal species of dolphins, like Atlantic bottlenose, pollution is by far their biggest threat. Plastics, trash, toxic runoff, and habitat loss all contribute to the deaths of thousands and thousands of dolphins. Dolphins which live in deeper water, like spinner and spotted dolphins, are more likely to get caught in fishing nets and drown, or possibly suffer from increasingly scarce fish to feed on, resulting in their death. There are many things we can do to help wild dolphins, as well as other forms of marine wildlife. First and foremost, we must protect and preserve their environment. One method of doing so is to prevent pollution, since trash and other debris found in the Earth's oceans is a worldwide problem. For example, the plastic ring beverage holders that fit around soda cans are a common pollutant in the ocean's waters and can also be deadly. These can fit around the rostrum of a baby dolphin, the neck of a bird or turtle, or even around the head of a seal, and can prevent them from eating or breathing and can result in their death. If you tear apart these plastic rings before you discard them, then animals won't become entangled in them if they end up in the ocean. The aluminum can that this plastic ring holds should always be recycled. By recycling, you not only lower the chance of trash finding its way into the ocean to harm marine animals, but you also lower the amount of trash sent to landfills, which pollute our land. There are many items that you can recycle, including aluminum cans, glass, plastics, oil, paper, and many more. Locate your nearest recycling center and become an active member in cleaning up your community. Balloons can also be a problem for dolphins and other marine life. Helium balloons released at parties or fairs, for example, may float far away and end up in the ocean. As these balloons lose their color, they can begin to look like fish, jellyfish, or other food to marine mammals like dolphins, whales, and turtles. The animals might try to eat these, get the string and rubber stuck in their digestive tract, and eventually die because of it. Please keep your balloons on the ground, pop them when you're done, and discard them properly. We need to help our oceans now, and all of us are in a position to help. It means we have to sit back and look at our lifestyles from a different perspective and become aware of how each of our actions affects other creatures. For years, we have acted in ways that has been devastating to the environment, and now we have the tools to begin its preservation. Remember that the next balloon that you sit on won't end up in a dolphin's stomach. The next plastic ring that you cut won't end up around a dolphin's face. And the next item you recycle won't end up polluting the very waters that a dolphin calls home. Even though dolphins are just one of the many animals found living on this planet, learning to protect them can help us understand that everything that we do helps all creatures, great and small. Understanding this is the first step towards making a difference for the future of all life. Thank you very much for joining us on this journey into the fascinating world of the dolphin.
Listen to the clicks and whistles, it is perfect harmony. Listen to the orchestra, it's the Dolphin Symphony. They seem to have a special language that is all their own. They communicate with special noises and with high-pitched tones. It's called echolocation. It is how a dolphin sees. It makes special noises in order to see things. The sound will bounce off objects, then the dolphin knows just where to find a tasty fish or a hiding squid below.
Graceful dolphin jumping in the air, playing, turning, spinning, whirling to none you do compare. You're friendly and real lovable, you have a sweet smile. Oh, graceful dolphin, you sure have magnificent style.
The dolphin is a friendly mammal living in the deep blue sea. They swim in groups in order to catch themselves some tasty meals. The dolphin is a small toothed whale, so it likes good meals of squid and shrimp and crabs and fish and even tasty eels. Dolphins make good mothers, or they keep their babies close. If a cat wanders off too far, she'll prod it with her nose. They often live in families to help raise the little ones. But dolphins enjoy company